But first, top secret and confidential Indian Army movement plans were leaked to Pakistan's ISI in February 2014, triggering strong suspicions that a South Bloc mole had been relaying information across the border. The information was leaked by a senior DGMO official who was subsequently court-martialed. Here's an exclusive report on that big defense leak.
Headlines Today has learned that Pakistan's intelligence agency had details of talks between then Defence Minister A.K. Antony and former Army Chief General Bikram Singh. The information was leaked by a senior Directorate General of Military Operations official who was subsequently court-martialed. But what exactly happened, and how did information about Indian troop movements reach Pakistan? Let's break it down for you. The Indian Army was planning troop movements along the Rajisthan and Jammu and Kashmir border at that time. Then Army Chief General Bikram Singh had discussed the troop movement with then Defence Minister A.K. Antony during an hour-long meeting on February the 15th, 2014 in the Army Chief's room. The details of this meeting were leaked to Pakistan's ISI. At noon, General Bikram Singh briefed his Director General of Military Operations about the redeployment plan. Within hours, the Pakistan Army too began redeploying troops as a counter. The rapid redeployment by Pakistan had set alarm bells ringing in the army. The army chief then informed Minister Antony of the possible leak. Antony then rushed to brief the Prime Minister. Manmohan Singh rushed to the army operations room in South Block for a top-level briefing. Headlines Today learns that it was a senior official at the Directorate General of Military Operations who leaked the critical details to the ISI. He was court-martialed, and the incident led to CCTVs being installed across the Defence Ministry at South Block. Although the former Defence Minister and Army Chief have refused to comment on the leak, the then Director General of Military Operations has confirmed it.
Was there espionage? Sir, you were the minister there, it was your government. But something of that sort happened.
But I don't want to say anything now. तो पुरानी कहावत है, घर का भेदी लंका ढावे. तो कोई ना कोई तो अंदरूनी भेदी होता ही है. वो किस कारणवश करता है, क्यों करता है, उसको क्या इंटाइस किया जाता है, उसको ये तो अलग बात है.
With Manjeet Negi in Delhi, your report, Headlines Today.
Big story there breaking here at the 9 p.m. news on Headlines Today. Shiv Arur joins us, who tracks the South Block for us. Shiv, how the fact that this is all now coming out a year later, has the army tried over the last 12 months to simply pretend as if it was not happening because they feared the adverse fallout of a mole at the highest level in South Block?
Absolutely, Rajiv, that's a good question, because remember, counterintelligence is one of the things, that has been sorely lacking in the Defence Ministry and several establishments. And this report by our correspondent Manjeet Negi has only gone to prove two things. One, that there are definite gaps in terms of security, even for the absolute highest level of information possible, including troop movements at the Ministry of Defence. Information like this does get out from time to time to adversary nations. And number two, counterintelligence is something that has, actually deteriorated over the years. Now remember, the fact that this information is coming out a whole year after it actually happened, has a lot of significance. A, has the army been able to fully establish, the nature of the leak? Was it only that one mysterious person in the Directorate General of Military Operations who was quietly court-martialed? Remember, the army is not putting out his identity because they believe that even now, as part of the counterintelligence effort, there may be a network of persons actually operating within the Ministry of Defence.
That's precisely what I wanted to raise with you, Shiv. Is it just an individual or is it a network? Is there a fear that there could be more than one person? And even today as we speak, that fear exists. I know you're saying CCTV cameras have come in, but if one individual has been involved, he could be operating on his own, surely.
Correct, absolutely. Remember that, investigations in the past, not just in the MOD, Rajdeep, but in other establishments as well, where individuals have been caught relaying information to the ISI or to other Pakistani agencies. There have been many cases where people have been found to actually be working alone. But this time, what we can categorically say is investigations into this particular incident are not yet complete. They are still going on at a very high level within the Ministry of Defence and some external agencies as well. So while there may be reason to believe, at least so far, that this person, was acting alone, definitely cannot be ruled out that there is a nexus, there is a network, there could be other persons, including other people within the MOD who may be acting in a similar manner.
Okay, we will keep track of that story. This is the first that we are breaking at the moment, so it's a story that will need to be followed up. Shivaru joining us on that big story. Appreciate your joining us. It appears, therefore, that this espionage taint really goes to the highest level now